Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Devinder Yadav. Today the topic of my presentation is International Maritime Organization Treaties. First of all, we start with overview of IMO. The IMO is a branch of the United Nations that is concerned with ensuring the regulation in shipping. The role of maritime regulation emerged in 1914 when the sinking of the Titanic showed the importance of safety at sea, which could eventually become a life-saving factor. The organization was then first formed in the year 1948, with the very first meeting done in the year 1959. The organization has over 174 state members, which is a very significant number as it shows that many countries around the world are a part of the regulation developed for the ensuring a better life at sea. Now we discuss about the role of IMO. IMO at international level is very high significant one has worked with over 174 countries around the globe. The organization aims to provide treaties and regulation for maritime safety, environmental concern, legal matter, technical cooperation, maritime security and shipping efficiency. Now we talk about treaties and regulation of IMO. The treaties and regulation developed by IMO are made to ensure that the life at sea is safe. There are several treaties that have been developed by IMO, but in this prevention the following will be discussed. First, International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea. Second, International Conventions for the Prevention of Population from Ships. Third, International Convention for Safe Containers. Let's get started with the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea. SOLAS Treaties is one of the most important treaty by IMO. The very first version of this treaty was developed in 1914 after the Titanic disaster. However, with time as the regulations regarding safety were updated, this treaty was also updated. The last update to the treaty was in 1974 and it is often remembered by this year. The main objective of the SOLAS Convention is to specify minimum standards for the construction, equipment and operation of ships, compatible with their safety. SOLAS Convention also states that the flag states are responsible to ensure that the ships under the flags are regulated according to the rule of SOLAS. Government have the responsibility of inspecting their ship and ensuring that all the regulations set by SOLAS are being followed by the ship. Impact of SOLAS Treaty. With over 13 chapters that highlight regulation regarding safety at sea, SOLAS is seen as one of the most important international treaty. One of the most specific part which is truly discussed in the convention is that of the weight that must be present on a vessel. History has shown that there are many cases where many vessels sank because they did not follow the regulations that are set by the SOLAS. In 2015, a ship in Philippines sank because it overloaded itself with the passenger and cargo. Each type of vessel has its own full capacities and according to the SOLAS convention, it is the duty of the loadmaster to ensure that containers are weighted only after they are packed to ensure that they are not weighted wrongly. Now we talk about International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships 1973 as modified by the Protocol of 1978 relating thereto and by the Protocol of 1997. MARPOL Treaty. MARPOL is short for International Convention for Prevention of Pollution from Ships. It is considered as one of the most important conventions set out by IMO because it focuses on ensuring that the environment is seen as a factor when it comes to maritime regulations. Through this treaty, IMO aims to minimize the impact of shipping on environment by controlling factors such as pollution dumping in the ocean, oil issue at sea, as well as air pollution that might be produced by the ships. Now we talk about the annexes of MARPOL. First, regulation for the prevention of pollution by oil. Second, regulations for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substance in bulk. As you seen in a picture, this is entered into a force to October 1983. Next is third, prevention of pollution by harmful substances carried in sea in packs form. Fourth, prevention of pollution by sewage from ships. Fifth, prevention of pollution by garbage from ships. Last, prevention of air pollution from ships. This is entered into a force 19 May 2005. Impact of MARPOL. The Annexes I focuses on prevention of pollution by oil, which is one of the most significant part of MARPOL. The main aim of introducing the Annexes was that most of the cargo around the world is transported through ships, which had a net impact on the environment, especially since the oil used by ships emitted higher level of toxic gases. To ensure that the ship do not pollute the sea and air at such critical level, MARPOL introduced that ship oil must operated at 0.1% sulfur instead of 1%, which was previously the baseline. Due to this, MARPOL gained a lot of traction. This is because of the fact that many have mentioned that it will impact how the rates within the freight market will increase, which has also been proven by the research done. Last but not the least, now we discuss about the International Convention for Safe Containers. Now we talk about the CSE Treaty. It was first introduced in 1972. History shows that this convention was brought forth by IMO because in the 1960s the use of ships for cargo became a common practice around the world. The goal of this convention are to maintain a high level of safety of human life when handling and transporting the containers. This was done so by providing generally acceptable text producer and the related strength requirements. The second goal was to provide an internationally standardized safety regulation in the handling of containers. Now we talk about the annexes of CSE. There are two main parts. Includes regulation for testing, inspection, approval and maintenance of containers. Second, covers structural safety requirements and tests, including details and test procedure. According to these annexes, it must be made sure that the transportation of the cargo is done through standardized and safe procedures. Impact of CSE. After the signing of CSE, all the members were made to ensure that all of their containers were provided with the certification of CSE. In the past, in Canada, such an incident became the basis for performing proper checks on container as it was noted that although the container seemed fine, the material of the container was very weak and couldn't properly protect the shipment, which resulted in the collapse of containers. After this incident, it became mandatory that the container must have the seal of CSE to ensure that they have been thoroughly inspected according to the regulations. Issues faced by the maritime sector. Environmental issues. There are many environmental issues that emerge due to shipping which the maritime sector is facing. There are discharge in the water, physical impact of the transportation via shipping, as you see in the picture air emission which produce sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxide, which if not controlled could have a dire impact on the climate overall. Committee for Environmental Issues. The best committee on IMO to deal with the environmental issue is the Marine Environment Protection Committee. As the committee has an international reach, it could bring policy regarding the type of oil used by ships, the path to be taken for the minimal impact of the environment, and provide solution for the various way through which the pollution could be reduced. Safety issues. Many workers that work within the maritime have an issue with their safety, as you seen in the picture: confined space, hot work, work at height. There are three common issues: fire and explosion, slip and fall. Sometimes the worker might slip due to wet equipment and environmental condition. Committee for Safety Issues. The picture shows one of the most safety regulations by the IMO, which ensure that each vessel has way through which workers can easily escape in case of mishappening. The committee could introduce further policies for the safety of the workers. Thank you for watching this presentation. Here are some references. If you want to get more information, go through this. Thank you.